Did you know that people seeking psychic services are currently representing just over 20% of the U.S. population? And most people become believers and supporters of psychics because they too have spiritual gifts, or they have had information given to them that no one else could have known. And while to some it may seem like a very terrifying experience, to others it brings clarity and peace. Hi, my name is Katherine Workman, and I'm the CEO of a psychic service and spiritual consultant company. And more than anything, I understand that clarity brings peace. So I have a message for you today that will allow you to progress forward. Let's get started, shall we? Your overall energy is showing up as winning against all odds. So we're going to get what you need to know at this time and 3 steps to take to align your actions with your desires. Diligence, truth, and inner peace. Seeing flow. Let it flow. Go with the flow. The flow is good. You are flowing. You are glowing is what I'm hearing. So it looks like you being yourself, you allowing your inner peace to take over, you being truthful is bringing you inner peace. Okay, you being diligent is allowing your process to move right along. Okay, it looked like you are uncovering some truth when it comes to healing chaos. Okay, it looked like you are embracing fulfillment or what it means to truly be fulfilled. Along your path, you are protected. Okay, it looks like you do not allow pleasure to get in the way of what you're supposed to be focused on. Okay, let's see what else is coming out. Okay, so I'm seeing like make sure that you are checking up on your nutrition. Make sure that you are keeping in mind of what you consume, why you consume it, and how it affects your mental health. Okay, what you eat and what you drink definitely affects you in a way, and so it is important to make sure that you improve your diet. If there's anything that you are overindulging in and that is like highly processed foods or something that really is not sustainable for you for the long run, it's going to be important to make a positive change this week. I'm also seeing like eating more vegetables, and I'm also seeing just like a healthier nutrition habits. It looks like that is like what's really important at this time. I'm also seeing like music is the cure for anxiety, specifically for you. So listening to music can be an effective way of lowering your anxiety. So based off what you're listening to, because if you're listening to something that is heightened, like violence or something that riles up an aggression within you, that is not what I'm aiming for with this. It looks like something that you're finding relaxing, something that you enjoy, something that has a slower tempo. Okay, it seems like this is what's ideal. Music that allows you to breathe and to move when you're active. If you have an iPhone, there's a setting where you can have background music playing, and it's like 5 settings where you can have, whether it's white noise, dark noise, ocean, rain. And if you have headphones or if you want to play it on speaker, it plays nonstop until you turn it off, and it's very, very relaxing. So that is a setting that you can find on your phone if you have an iPhone. You can also, I'm seeing 528 hertz. Okay, so it looks like 528 hertz frequency is something that, you know, you can see if this works for you. I'm getting like 528 hertz is going to be something that is going to like help you to relieve the stress and anxiety I'm also seeing like while you are getting, so during stressful times, so if you're getting up and you find like you're feeling anxious, this is the right time. Or if you are moving like in rush hour traffic and you tend to become like anxiety, full of anxiety, I'm seeing like this is a good time too. Also, when moving into crowds, if you have like a social anxiety, it's going to be important for you to just find ways to allow music to help you to navigate in that space. I'm also seeing like love conquers fear. So not being afraid of love, okay? Not allowing opposing forces to shrink your growth is going to be really important. I'm seeing like a lot of like anxiousness and looking for opportunities to meet the needs of those around you in ways that they aren't expecting. So having an acts of service, a love of acts of service, doing things with no strings attached is really going to help you as well as help someone else. So I'm getting like focus on the act of loving, focus on acts of service, and it's going to not only be an antidote for someone else, but it's going to be an antidote for your fear. Okay, assess what went wrong, what's right, what's well. I'm seeing focus on what went well, like not focusing on what's wrong. So what's right, and really moving in that energy, like, okay, that worked, that was really like it helped me to grow in a way where I'm really aligned with myself and I feel good after something. So it's going to be important for you to give yourself a pat on the back often, no matter how many small wins or big wins. You are winning. You are definitely winning. Okay, and paying attention to how you create versus how much you consume. So if you're consuming a lot, whether this is drugs, alcohol, TV, whatever it is that you may have a guilty pleasure with, it's going to be important to really like gauge that and to figure out how you can create rather than consume. That's going to be really important for you. Okay, so let's get 3 ways that you can align your actions with your desires. Okay, so when presented with a fork in the road, which way are you going to go? Okay, allowing this moment for you to be curious about any painful or problematic situation and how you want to handle that situation differently than you have before. Once again, completing karmic cycles. Also finding value in yourself, the way that your mind flows, the way that you have memory in your history. You have a lot of memory. You have a lot of history, and your story is really important. And there's value in your story, whether it was struggle or you don't have to struggle. But we all go through things that try us, and it's 10-10 energy, lessons and blessings. And in order to really like gain knowledge, you have to experience it, no matter how much someone tries to tell you about it. Sometimes you have to see it for yourself, but it's really important to find value in your story and to really lean on that and find a way to make that more of a positive than a negative for you. Always, always, always acknowledge how you're feeling, because your feelings and the way that you perceive things, the way that your body reacts to things is very real. So your senses is going to tell you, and softening up to possibilities, softening up and being compassionate when it comes to new possibilities for the true meaning of life, and really understanding that you are the driver of your life. And what it says, I love the quote that says, "I am the sky, everything else is just the weather." And that's really what that is. So in the sky, there's birds, there's airplanes, helicopters, there's satellites, there's the weather, but no matter what, the sky stays the same. The sky is the sky. And so that's, you are who you are, no matter who comes into your life, no matter what feelings you're feeling, no matter what, anything. You are the sky and everything else is just the weather. And really leaning into that and being compassionate with yourself along this journey is completely like everything. So let's get a time frame for you. Okay, so the time is now. I'm also seeing there's something instinctively that is happening in the winter time. So I'm getting like right now, there's something instinctively that is happening. You are climbing mountains. I'm also seeing the number 3 is very significant. I'm also seeing blue. So communicating is something that is like really, really important. I'm also seeing like if there's any wolves in sheep clothing, it is being exposed. I'm seeing a light being shined on individuals who are around you that may not be for your highest and greatest good. And it looks like a light is being shined on this. Yeah, it looks like what you once were going through is completed. It's completed. It looks like the fall time was very significant to you. So I'm seeing like September is when things have began to like shift in the universe, and it cleared some things out for you. Yes, I'm seeing like the time is now. Okay, it came out twice now. All right, let's see how this affects your partnerships. You loving yourself first, and it's really like impactful. Your self-respect is very, very attractive to others. People are really interested in having heart-to-heart conversations with you. It looks like they know that you are a very honest person, that you have feelings that are present, that you are a very compassionate person. You are a very observant person. And I'm also seeing like they can feel like the angelic energy around you, or they can, when they're around you, they feel something that they don't feel when they're around others. And that is something like energetic, and it makes them feel like really safe for them to, divulge their secrets to you. And I'm seeing that you understand that what they're saying to you is they're saying it to you, and you keep it close to your chest. So you're very trustworthy when it comes to information. You don't share other people's secrets, and it looks like this is the reason why people trust you. But I'm also seeing like holding on to people's secrets isn't a cage for you. It is simply allowing them to have a safe space where they can release all of the anxiety and the things that they hold inside and are afraid to tell others. It looks like that they tell you in a way where you receive it in a non-judgmental way, and you do not repeat the information. And this helps people to heal. This recognition was not given to you. You're winning against all odds because you are a very unique individual. So kudos to you and all of your success, now and forever. I am definitely rooting for you because I know that you're able to achieve what may seem impossible in this very moment. And if this reading resonated with you and you would like further clarity, just know that I am here for you. You may click the link in the description box below to book a session on my website at katherineworkman.com. And I'm sending light and love to you always.